It's snowing. Pure white snow is falling from the heavily clouded sky. A damp wooden bench stands solemnly in the cold but clear air. I stand up from the bench and straighten myself yet again. Though its roof is covered in snow, people can still be seen here and there around the station's entrance. I sigh after a glance at the clock installed in the plaza reveals that it is 3 o'clock. Although it's still the middle of the day, the sun is hidden behind the dense cover of clouds above. You're late. I utter the words as I lean back in my seat and look up at the sky. My vision is momentarily blinded by a white haze before it's suddenly swept away by the north wind. The winter wind pierces my body, and the snow continues to fall. It feels like the density of falling snow is increasing. I look up at the sky again and sigh. Something slowly begins to obstruct my view. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard. Happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to the classic visual novel, Kanon. A girl looks into my face as if she's trying to hide the clouds. You're covered in snow. I let out a white breath as I mutter. I've been waiting for 2 hours already. The snow keeps piling up. Huh? The girl tilts her head curiously at my words. What time is it? 3 o'clock. There we go. Voices are a little quieter now. Oh wow! I had no idea. In spite of her words, she doesn't seem the least bit surprised. She has a lingering tone and slow gestures. And I was so sure it was still only 2. If it was 2, she'd still be an hour late. Can I ask you something? Sure. Aren't you cold? I am. The novelty of the snow is wearing off. You can have this. She holds out a can of coffee to me. This is to apologize for being late. And to celebrate our reunion. Only 1 can of coffee to celebrate our first meeting in 7 years? Accepting the can, I look up at the girl's face again. The can of coffee is almost too hot to be held with my bare hands. And yet the warmth feels good on my numb fingertips. 7 years. Time really flies, huh? It sure does. I roll the warm can between my hands. As I do, I remember the snowy scenery of my childhood, memories that I had thought had been long forgotten. Do you still remember my name? Do you remember mine? Yes. In the snow. In a city covered in snow. As if to fill those 7 years with a single breath. Yuichi. Hanako. No! Jiro? I'm a girl. I furrow my brow in confusion. Each word fills in the blanks of my memory, like snow covering the ground. The snow falling over the girl's shoulders is becoming denser and denser. Enough already. I'm not sure how much of this weather I can take. My name is... Shall we get going? My name... This town, for the first time in 7 years. Covered in snow for the first time in 7 years. Let's go, Nayuki. My new life flows forward slowly, fully exposed to the winter winds. Ah! Right. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. Kanon is an excellent visual novel, apparently. Never actually played it, but I have watched the anime. Made by the same studio that made Kanon and Air, I believe. All excellent pieces of art. So let's meet our dateable options. Nayuki Minase. My personal favorite, Shiori Misaka. Makoto Sawatari. Mai Kawasumi. And the rest. And how could we forget the primary heroine of the story, Ayu Tsukumiya. The town I haven't seen for years is covered in white mist. The snow continues to fall. And then I meet her. Getting misty-eyed just hearing that again. January 7th, Thursday. This whole game is going to take place between January 7th and January 30th. A dream. I'm dreaming. A dream I dream every day. An endless dream. Red snow. Flowing sunset. A world stained red. Someone's crying voice. A child's crying voice. The crying voice of a little child that's loud enough to echo across the sunset sky. I can't do anything, except stare at the crying child whose face is reddened by the rays of the setting sun. I wish I can at least wipe his tears away. But I can't move. The tears roll down his cheeks into the snow, where they get absorbed. I can only keep staring. I'm frustrated. Sad. Everything's all right. So please don't cry. I'm not able to speak. My voice doesn't reach him. It's a promise. Who said those words? The dream is being taken over by another color. Yes, it's a promise. Bang! I hear what sounds like a door slamming in the distance. Thump, thump. The cold air is then shaken by footsteps that sound like they're running down the wooden hallway. The footsteps sound like they're approaching the once quiet room. I wrap myself groggily in my futon, feeling as if this is all just the continuation of a dream. It's still winter vacation, so I should have some more time to sleep. I unconsciously come to that conclusion and immediately put the idea into practice. I close my eyes and fall asleep again. Thump, thump. Sound asleep. Thump, thump. And then... I'm still in my pajamas. I can hear a girl's voice through the wall. Oh, I'm seriously running out of time. Despite the urgency of her words, her voice doesn't sound all that strained. Bang! The door slams shut again. The earlier silence soon returns to the room, and I'm still very sleepy. I pull the blanket over my head and curl up into it. And here we have our first of many choices that we will be making throughout Kanon. And these choices are going to determine which of the girls we end up going down the route for. Now, the thing is, I have made a bit of a tradition for playing games that are romance or at least sexually themed for Valentine's Day. And I've been doing this for a good 5 years now. And there has been one very consistent truth throughout all of those games, and that is that I have been the one pursuing my love interests. I've been the one putting in the work. Well, not this time. Not this year. This time, the girls are going to have to fight for my affections. So what do I mean by the girls are going to have to fight for my affections? I mean exactly what I said. This is Eternal Fighter Zero, a fan-made fighting game which contains characters from Kanon, Air, and some other properties I am less familiar with. Every time I come to a choice while playing Kanon, I am going to have characters duke it out here in Eternal Fighter Zero to determine which character's path I'm going to go down. If they want to earn my love, they're going to have to prove that they want it. And without further ado, let's get started with a match between Nayuki and Makoto. Alright, and with the first match done, we shall take the option that would lead toward Makoto's route, which is keep sleeping. On my days off, I always try to sleep until evening. I give up on my gradually awakening consciousness and fall asleep again. But what I feel is different from sleepiness. It's cold. It's so incredibly cold. I pull the blanket even further over my eyes and roll it up around my body a little more to prevent body heat from escaping. Still, the air that fills the room is cold, waking me up again and sapping my body of heat at the same time. The room is silent. I poke my head out of the blanket and look around the room, trying to rub away my blurry vision. The room is clean and tidy. So much so, in fact, that it doesn't even seem like it could be mine. Where am I, anyway? It's not my room, after all. Adorning the nearly empty room is an equally empty bookshelf.
そうか。
I see. My memory gradually returns to me.
そうだったな。
That's right. Without thinking, I throw the curtains open. Whoosh! A bright white light immediately accosts my retinas. I can feel the gentle morning sunlight penetrating my eyelids, even after closing my eyes.
寒いわけだよな。
No wonder it's cold. The words come out automatically. I can see a blanket of snow outside the square window. Everything that comes into view, from the top of the garden tree to the roof across from me and beyond, is completely covered in white. The words I utter are dyed white, blocking my vision like a mist. I say goodbye to the city I was used to living in, my parents and my friends, and came to this city all alone. Though it might be more accurate to say that I returned instead of came. Until 7 years ago, I had been all too familiar with this dyed white scenery. Snow. And a reunion with a girl, my cousin, for the first time in 7 years. The memories hiding in the corner of my mind and the appearance of the girl herself. The fact that the memories in my mind aren't all that clear makes me feel kind of strange. Still, I can't help but feel a little confused by the appearance of my cousin, who is still the same age as me.
とりあえず、今日中に荷物を
Anyway,
なんとかしないと。
I need to do something about my luggage today. My life at my new school starts tomorrow. I take out the clothes I'm going to wear for the day from among the bare essentials I had packed in my bag. My remaining clothes and personal belongings will arrive by mail. I sent them yesterday, so they're likely to arrive sometime this morning. I quickly change my clothes and leave my new room, thinking that the first thing I'm going to need is a heater. Bang! The door to the next room opens at almost the exact moment I enter the hallway.
お母さん、私の制服ないよ。
Mom, I can't find my uniform! The girl who pokes her face out has a tone of distress in her voice.
時間ないよ。
There's no time! No time! What am I going to do? Just then, our eyes meet. Ah!
おはよう。
Morning, Yuichi. She greets me with a smile, as if it's something she'd always done. It's such a matter-of-fact reaction that I'm almost at a loss for words.
ダメだよ。
No, no, Yuichi.
朝は
You need to greet me properly in the
おはよ
morning.
うございます。だよ。
Morning. Although I'm a little confused, I return the greeting as requested.
うん。
Okay
お
then.
はようございます。
Good morning. My cousin Mayuki hasn't changed one bit in the 7 years since we last met. Even if she does look different than I remembered.
早いね。
It's so early. You're off today, so you could have slept in.
そう思うんだったら。
Well, if that's how you
もう少し
feel,
静かに騒い
you
でくれ
could try to keep it down a bit. Oh, that'd be tough.
いや、
Then
真剣に
don't
悩ま
worry
れても
about it if
困る
it's
けど
gonna be that much of a problem for you. Ah! She clasps her hands as if she suddenly remembers something.
そういえば。
I just realized I don't have time or my uniform. Think we do need to adjust this very slightly. There we go. True to her word, Nayuki is still dressed in her pajamas.
俺に言われても困る。
Telling me won't help. Yes, I know, but...
でも。
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. It's obvious that she is running out of time.
ゆういち。
Yuichi, do you have any idea where my uniform is?
俺が知ってるわけないだ
How
ろ。
would I possibly know that? Halfway through saying that, I suddenly remember something.
制服
By uniform, do you mean the strange clothes you were wearing yesterday?
変じゃないよ。
There's nothing strange about them.
アキコさんが洗濯して
Wasn't
たんだ。
Akiko doing laundry? I'm pretty sure she was. Ah! Seeming to have remembered herself, Nayuki turns around and runs down the stairs. A little later... Clatter, clatter, clatter.
あったよ。
I found it! She runs up the stairs, clutching her uniform, which is still on the hanger.
でも、ちょっと
But
湿ってる
it's still a little damp.
まあそうだ
Well, yeah, no surprise there.
どうしよう。
What am I going to do?
こたつの中に入れておくと
It'll be dry
すぐ
before
に
you
乾く
know
ぞ
it if you put it under the heated table. Yes, put it under the kotatsu.
そんなことしたら、
But it'll
シ
get
ワになっ
wrinkled
て
if I
ダ
do
メ
that.
だよ。
Flatten it out!
靴にドライヤーと並んで
Just like using hair dryers on shoes. This is just another piece of winter wisdom.
そんな生活の知恵。
Winter wisdom that I could do without.
まあ
Well,
すぐに乾くだろ
wearing it will dry it out in no time. As well. Yes, I know it will, but still... After thinking about it for a while, she appears to make up her mind as she disappears into her room.
でも今日はまだ
But aren't we still on winter vacation?
でも、
Yes, but I have
私は
club
部活がある
activities.
から。
The answer to my question comes from the other side of the door.
私、
I'm the head of the
部長さ
club.
んだから
Come to think of it, she had already told me that. That was the same answer she gave me when I asked why she came to the station in uniform the day before. It was the first time I'd spoken to Nayuki in 7 years. A girl whose face and voice I didn't know at all. However, as we exchanged words, I became convinced that this unknown girl was definitely the same cousin I'd played with in years past. Half a day later. Before we know it, the tension between us starts to disappear. I wonder if that means things between us are going... I've got to stop right-clicking. Are getting back to the way they were before. That being said, I can't recall a single instance in which Nayuki appeared nervous since we were reunited.
やっぱり冷たいよ。
It's really cold. A miserable voice can be heard from inside the room.
肌に貼り
It's sticking to my skin.
我慢しろ
Just be patient.
うーん。
廊下だって寒いん
I
だ
mean, even the hallway is cold. It occurs to me that there is no reason for me to stick around while she changes, but for some reason I find it hard to leave. Well, it's not like I'm in a hurry or anything, so I suppose it doesn't matter. I lean against the wall of the hallway with my back to a door plate that says Nayuki's room.
お待たせ。
Sorry to keep you waiting. The door opens and Nayuki appears in her uniform.
確か時間もない
I
って
know
言
you
って
said
た
that you
けど
don't have time, but
急がなくていいのか
does that mean you're in a hurry?
うん。
Yes,
全然良
it
く
sure
ないよ。
does. Her tone is relaxed despite the urgency of her words. I follow her down the stairs.
今からでも間に合う
Can
の
you
か
still get there in time? I don't know how long it takes to get to school from here, nor do I know what time her club activity starts.
一生懸命
I
走れ
can
ば
if I
間に合う
run
よ
as fast as I can. She definitely appears to be in a bind.
なあ
Hey,
ナイキ
Nayuki. Hmm? Nayuki, who is sitting at the entrance and putting on her shoes, turns her gaze towards me.
今日は
What
部活
time
何
does
時
your
頃
club
なの
activity end today? Today is the last day of club activity for the winter break, so I think I'll be back just after midday. She answers after thinking it over a bit. By the way, Nayuki is apparently on the track and field team, but to be honest, she doesn't really look the type. When I mention that to Nayuki, she laughs and says that she gets that all the time.
だったら帰ってきて
Then,
からちょっ
could
と
you
時
give
間
me a
いい
bit
か
of your time when you get back? Sure, no problem. She smiles and nods without asking what I want. This is one way in which she hasn't changed in the
だ
least.
ったら
In that case... Alright, time for another choice. Girls, duke it out. And with Ayu as a winner, we shall select Could You Show Me Around Town?
帰ってきてからでいいから。
Would you mind showing me around town after you get back? I used to know my way around to some extent, but I have long since forgotten. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have waited on the bench as long as I did. With the new semester a day away, I want to at least memorize the route to school.
うん。
Not at all. As long as you're okay with me showing you around, that is.
悪いな。
Sorry to trouble you.
いいよそれくらい。
It's no trouble at all. I mean, you are going to be living here after
こ
all.
の町で暮らすんだずっと。
For a long, long time.
ずっとかどうかはわ
I
からないけど。
really can't say how long I'll be living here, but it's safe to say I'll be here until I graduate at the very least. Yeah, makes sense. The girl nods, looking both happy and sad at the same time.
あら？
Hmm? Oh, we've been outed. A voice from behind stops me in my tracks at the
な
entrance.
ゆき、まだいたの？
Are you still here, Nayuki? The door to the living room opens, and Akiko peeks into the room. My mother's sister. In other words, she's my aunt, Nayuki's mom, and the owner of this place. Until a day ago, Nayuki and she lived here, just the two of them. When I was looking for a place to stay, Akiko was the first to accept my sudden offer with 2 replies.
もうこんな時間だけど、今から。
Are you sure you can still make it to school on time?
100メートルを。
If I can run the 100-meter dash in 7 seconds, I can make it on time. That'd be a new world record.
頑張ってね。
Good luck!
うん。
Thanks!
頑張っても無理だ
I
って
don't think luck is gonna cut it.
おはようございます。
Good morning,
ゆういち
Yuichi. This is no longer a conversation. Nayuki's mother is the type who likes to do things at her own pace.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
さん。ゆういちさん。
How long have you been up, Yuichi?
俺は今起きた。
I just got up, actually.
朝ごはん食べます？
Would you like some breakfast?
いただきます。
I'd love some.
私の朝
What about my breakfast?
もう少し早く起き
You should have woken up earlier. Good point.
お腹ペコ。
But I'm starving.
今日は昼過ぎに
You'll be home just after midday, right? In that case, we'll have lunch a little later. So let's eat together as a family. Okay.
それで
But anyway, are you still good for time?
全然大丈夫。
I'm not good at all. She appears to have already given up on making it there in time.
行ってきま
I guess I'll be going then. The door opens to a floor of pure white snow with no footprints in it. The coldness of the wind blowing in is different than that of
す。
inside.
行ってらっしゃい。
Be careful, okay? Will do. After watching Nayuki leave, Akiko murmurs to herself,
もう少し早く起
I
きて。
really wish you would have gotten up sooner.
なゆきって
Is Nayuki not a morning person?
明日からゆういちさんの
Life is gonna get a whole lot harder for you starting tomorrow. Is she answering my question or talking to herself? After saying that, Akiko disappears into the living room. I finish the slightly late breakfast she prepares for me and find myself with nothing to do. That is a nice house. I try to at least do the dishes, but Akiko isn't having it. In the end, I'm left with no choice but to sit on the sofa in the living room and watch some show I've never seen before.
チャンネルが少ない。
There are so few channels.
天気予報の地図
I don't recognize the weather forecast maps.
しかも雪のマーク
And there are snowflake marks all over.
うわ
Gah,
最高気
the
温
highest temperature is still below freezing. I'm suddenly reminded that this place is very different from the place I had lived until yesterday.
俺はいつまで
I wonder how long I'll be living here. The reason I decided to stay in this house is simple. Due to my parents' work, I was forced to move suddenly, and my request to live alone was denied. Basically, what I'm saying is that I chose to live in my own country instead of living overseas. Time passes slowly in a silence where even the sound of the ticking clock can be heard, and I begin to resent being born into a family with so few relatives. I'm home. I eventually hear Nayuki's voice at the front door. It's followed by the sound of the shoe cabinet opening and closing. I'm home, Yuichi. When Nayuki opens the door to the living room and comes in, I raise one hand in response. I'll help you with lunch, Mom. She puts down her bag and disappears into the kitchen. I'll help too. Can you cook, Yuichi? I once poured sauce into a cup of instant noodles without draining any of the hot water. So, what's my job? Arranging the plates. You know what? That's fair. Got it. Several minutes later, in front of the table where the plates have been set, I sit alone watching Nayuki and Akiko work from behind. As expected, my offer to help with anything else is rejected, and in the end all I can do is stare at the empty plates until the food is served. Phew! I couldn't eat another bite if I tried. It's been a long time since I've eaten homemade food. All my recent meals have been instant. Ugh, I'm so full. I probably shouldn't have gone as crazy as I did. I lay down in bed in my bleak room. Akiko was apparently the one who arranged for me to have my bed and bookshelf. That's because you're part of the family now. I told her she really didn't have to do all that for me, but Akiko simply responded to me with a gentle smile. A city where everything is different. I wonder if the day will come when living in this city will feel normal. As I stare at the white ceiling and think about things, my consciousness gradually begins to blur. I missed out on sleep this morning because of Nayuki. I think I might be able to fall asleep in spite of feeling a little cold. Sweet dreams. Yuichi? Hmm? Yuichi. What is it? Feeling as if someone is calling my name, I get up from the bed. Thud. Unk. I feel a sudden weight come down on my body. Gah! I flap my limbs and struggle as hard as I can. What? When I jump up, a girl with a surprised expression on her face is sitting right in front of me. What? Were you the one on top of me just now? I sure was. She nods innocently. Were you surprised? Of course I was. I didn't think you'd be all that surprised, so I was surprised too. I think it's normal to be surprised if somebody suddenly lands on top of you. It wasn't all that sudden, though. She gets out of the bed and dusts off her clothes. Yuichi, I tried to wake you up, but you don't wake easily. I was trying to get up when you jumped me all of a sudden. Yep. She nods, but I have my doubts whether she actually understands me or not. You know, I usually don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You don't believe me, do you? No, it's not that. I just envy you is all. I'm not a morning person at all. She lowers her gaze as she mutters the words. There is no doubt in my mind that she isn't a morning person. Anyway, what is it you want? She wouldn't accost a sleeping person like that without a reason. It's not what I want. You told me you wanted me to show you around town. You didn't forget, did you? Okay. Let's get going, Nayuki. You don't seem all that excited. Don't read into it. Your tone is so monotone. Let's just go already, okay? You're skirting the issue. Shaking off Nayuki's displeasure, I put on my coat and head into the hallway.
あら、
Oh, hey! Akiko appears from her room as soon as I get to the first floor.
どうしたの？
What are you two up to?
ちょっと
Nayuki is going to show me around town a
外に
bit.
出てきます。
散歩だよ。
Yeah, we're just going for a stroll. Well, I guess that does pretty much sum it up.
気をつけてね。
Be careful out there. After that, she continues speaking as if she just remembered something.
ちょうどよかったわ。
That reminds me, could you stop at the shopping district while you're at it? Sure, I don't mind.
俺も構わないぞ。
I don't mind either. It's not like we have a particular destination in mind or anything.
ありがとう。
Thank
だ
you.
ったら、
In that case, could you buy everything on this list?
買ってきてもらえる？
She takes out a small piece of paper from her skirt pocket and hands it to Nayuki.
それじゃあ、お願いね。
Thanks in advance. Smiling, Akiko sees us off at the entrance.
散歩終わり。
I'm done with this walk.
まだ。
But we haven't even taken 2 steps yet.
寒いから帰る。
It's too cold for this, so I'm going home.
まだ玄関
We
の
haven't
門
even
も
left
通
our
ってな
home
い
yet.
よ。
めちゃくちゃ寒い
It's
ぞ。
just so incredibly cold. The raging wind is cold and seems to weave through the gaps between the rows of houses.
だって冬だもん。
I mean, it's winter. Of course it's cold.
冬が寒いのは当た
I
り前
know
だ
it's
が
normal for it to be
この
cold
寒
in
さは当たり
winter,
前じゃな
just
いだろ。
not this cold.
そんなことないよ。
This is pretty normal, actually. I look up at the passing clouds. There we go. There's my first unsolicited yawn of the day. It was only a matter of time. Always happens with the visual novels. I look up at the passing clouds in the sky above.
いいお天気だよ。
It's a nice day today.
天気はいいけ
I
ど。
suppose it is, isn't it? Nayuki starts walking, leaving me no choice but to follow behind her.
とりあえず。
So anyway, where should we go?
商店街でいいんじゃない
The shopping district, maybe? We have the errand to run for Akiko, and that aside, I want to be able to get to the shopping district on my own.
じゃあ、商店
Alright,
街に。
the shopping district it is. She spins around happily, turning her back to me. What is she so happy about? I ponder the question as I walk through the snowy town, trying my best to keep up with her. The snowy landscape I probably walked through when I was a child are almost completely unfamiliar to me now.
ナイキ、この辺りっ
Nayuki,
て昔と
have
変わった
things
か
changed since I was last here?
ううん。
No,
あんま
not
り
much has
変わっ
changed
て
at
ない
all.
と思うよ。
そうか、
I see.
変わったのは。
So maybe I'm the one who has changed. A white town. And right next to me, my female cousin, smiling happily.
そういえば、
Now that you mention
か
it,
もしれないな。
I might have seen this before. A scene like this long ago.
あの頃は。
You carried my bag for me
友達
back
が
then,
カバン持ってく
Yuichi.
れたんだよ。
そこまでは覚えてない。
That I don't remember.
うーん。
Well, I guess we need to find out if we're going to carry her bag or not. Alright, who is going to fight for it? Alright, so far Nayuki is putting on a pretty good showing for my affections. And the least I can do is carry your bag now.
でも、
Well,
まあ
I guess I can carry your bag.
本当？
Are you sure?
それくらいなら。
I mean, it's not that big a deal. Okay. Nayuki holds out her bag for me to take.
ありがとう。
Thank you, Yuichi.
カバンを持ってもら
Are
った
you
ところで
seriously that
そんな
happy
嬉しい
that I'm
か
carrying your bag for you? Yes, I
嬉しい
am.
よ。
そういう
Is that so?
うん。
It is
そう
indeed.
いうもんだよ。
やっぱり
I really don't get it. You lightened my load. Smiling, Nayuki leads the way as we walk down the road to the shopping district. And before I can even get used to the cold, we arrive at our destination, the shopping district. The shopping won't take long.
じゃあ
I'll
俺
wait
ここで
here
待って
then.
るから
I hand the shopping bag to Nayuki. Don't move an inch, okay? I'll be mad if you wander off on your own.
大丈夫だって
I'll be fine, don't worry. I'm not all that confident that I can find my way home on my own. Alright, I'll be back in a bit.
あ
Sounds good. She quickly disappears into the depths of the shopping
そう
district.
て
Well then. I watch Nayuki leave and then kill some time by looking at the cityscape around me. The shopping district doesn't look all that different from the one in the town where I lived previously. The only difference is the snow.
それにしても
Anyway, I'm waiting. And cold. The cold isn't as bad when I'm walking, but comes back with a vengeance when I stay still. Nayuki said she would be back soon, but she's taking longer than expected. I notice that more and more people are passing my position. The people are returning home after shopping, walking in their own directions around the snow that remains in places. The sun slowly lowers, casting shadows on the stone pavement. Right-clicked again. Gotta stop doing that. Did I see this same scene 7 years ago? Images of snow buried deep within my memories. I close my eyes and try to dig a little deeper. White snow. This cityscape. This girl who's my cousin. And... you!
え
Huh? I hear a voice all of a sudden, and am ripped back into reality. Move! Move! Before I know what is going on, I come to my senses to find a girl standing right in front of me. Or rather, she is running. She is a petite girl with wings on her back and a paper bag in her gloved hands. Wings? Move! Thud. Ugu, that hurt. It completely slipped my mind that the girl had been running. And running right toward me at that. Oh, come on! I told you to move! She looks like she's been hit squarely in the face as she rubs the tip of her red nose with tears in her eyes. Alright, next one. Do we make an excuse or do we not make an excuse? Let's find out. Okay, Shiori takes that one, so we are going to make an excuse.
悪い悪い
Sorry, my bad. You were going so fast that I couldn't get out of the way. Ugu, I'm really not all that fast, you know.
いや謙遜することはないぞ
You're faster than you let on. Ugu. She apparently took a hard hit on the nose. It's as red as can be. Whoop. Okay, calm down phone, calm down computer. Thank you. Tears are also visible in her eyes.
ちょっとだけ痛そうだな
Looks like you're in a little bit of pain. It's not a little bit at all. It's a lot.
悪い悪い
Sorry, my
目が
bad.
悪いから見えない
My eyes are poor, so I didn't see you.
さっきと言ってることが違うよ。
That's different from what you said before.
思ったより元気そうだよ
I'm just glad that you seem to be okay.
全然よく
I'm
ない
not okay at all.
本当に悪い
I'm really sorry. I really didn't think you'd run into me like that.
うぐ
Oh, go. The girl stands up, still holding the tip of her nose with her gloved hand.
よかった
Oh,
もう
good.
なんともないんだ
Nothing is wrong with you.
なんともなくないけど
Something is wrong, but I'm in a hurry and have to get going. And then... Ah! She turns around as if remembering something.
とりあえず
Anyway, we'll talk later.
え
We will. She grabs my hand and starts pulling me along with her.
ちょっと
Hold,
待て
hold on a second.
待てないよ
There's no time for that. She pushes her way deeper and deeper into the shopping district, holding my hand tightly as she does.
一体何がどうしたん
What
だ
in the world is going on?
追われてるんだ
I'm being chased. She runs through the shopping district with a frantic expression on her face, occasionally looking behind her.
追われてるって
You're being chased. She keeps silent. Unable to ask any other questions, I run through the shopping district with her. I have no idea where we are going. All that I notice are the girl's back and her wings.
ここまで来
We
れば
should be safe
大
here.
丈夫だよね
I put my hands on my knees and breathe heavily. The space around me is filled with pure white exhales of air.
大丈夫も何も
It's fine and all, but could you at least explain what's going on? My heavy breathing continues. The girl just stares at me intently, ignoring my question. Is she much younger than me? She is petite and seems childish. After remaining silent for a bit, she slowly opens her mouth.
追われてるんだよ
I'm being chased. With a meek expression on her face, she repeats the same answer she gave me before. The wings on her back flap anxiously as she does.
追われてるって
Who's
誰
chasing you? A valid question, in my opinion.
それ以上は
I can't say more than I already have.
無関係の人を
I don't want to get anyone else wrapped up in this. It seems to me that I'm already wrapped up in it, but maybe that's just my imagination? Alright, do we pry further or not pry further? Alright, and with a victory by gunshot, Makoto has declared that we shall not pry any further.
あ言いたくない
Well, I guess it's none of my business.
ところで
By the way, what's with the wings?
羽
Wings? She tilts her head curiously.
羽って
What wings?
何
It's almost as if the question mark appears above her head.
背中についてるだ
The
ろ
wings on your back.
背中
My back? With her head still tilted, she turns to look at her back.
羽
Wings! But of course, her wings move when she tries to turn toward them. She turns round and round, trying to look at them.
うぐ
Ooh. She continues to turn clockwise like a dog chasing its tail.
うぐ
Okay. I can't see them. I had a vague idea that it might be the case, but now I know for sure. She is a weirdo. No doubt about it.
とりあえず
Just turn your head and look
背
back.
中を見てみろ。
Okay. She follows my instructions and looks back. Hi, you're right! An innocent smile adorns her face.
羽があるよ
I do have wings!
かわいい羽
And cute wings at that! She seriously is a weirdo.
え、なんなんだ
So,
これは。
what's going on here? I grab the white wings. They are plastic and cold to the touch. They're apparently attached to the backpack she's wearing.
羽だよ
They're wings!
最近流行りなんだよ
They've been all the rage lately.
変なものが流行ってる。
What a weird trend. Well, that might be what a trend is. However... Ah!
どうした？
What is it?
ごめんね
Sorry, but I'll tell you later.
話は後。
Not later, now! I pull her back when she grabs my arm. You, let me go!
走る前に事情を
Explain what's
説明
going
しろ
on before you run again.
でも
But... She looks around nervously. Anyway, let's go inside. She points to a fast food restaurant nearby. It appears to be the place she wants to escape to. Alright, do we run away with her, or do we stay here? And with Ayu defeated, we are not going to go with her, and instead we are going to stay here. I don't really understand the circumstances, but I feel like there was no need for me to run away with her either. When I let go of her, the girl immediately goes into the fast food restaurant next to us. After seeing her off, I stand alone in the shopping district. And then... I see someone running from the same direction we came from.
こいつか？
Is this the guy? When I turn to the girl, I see her looking fearfully out of the shop window. And the figure was close enough to make out. Judging from his height, he seems to be a man. With the slanted sunlight in the background, he runs as if looking around for something. A balding man who looks like a good person. He seems like an ordinary old man.
こいつか？
Is this really the guy? For whatever reason, the man is wearing an apron. Nobody else is in sight. When I look towards the girl, she is completely hidden away from the window. There is no doubt about it. Though her body is hidden, her wings are still visible. Eventually, the old man gives up and heads back the way he came. Neither the girl nor the man seem to notice that the wings are visible. After a while, the girl timidly comes out of the shop. Ooh, that was scary. Was it though?
しかし
Why was that old guy wearing an apron?
してたんだ。
多分
Probably because he works at a food stand.
どうして
Why is someone from a food stand chasing you?
それは
Well... She looks down hesitantly, as if she doesn't want to say. 大好きなたい焼き There's this place that I love,
たくさん注
and
文
I
した
ordered a
とこ
whole
ろがな
lot.
かったんだけど
The explanation is growing increasingly suspicious.
お金を払おう
When
と
I
思
went
った
to
ら
pay, I didn't have my wallet.
それで
So I
走って逃
ran.
げちゃったんだよ
もしかして
So it's your fault you were being chased, huh? Ugu, I didn't have a choice.
どう仕方なかった
How could you not have a choice?
話せば長くなる
It's a long story.
どうせ時間は
Don't worry, I've got more than enough time.
複雑な
But
話
it's
は
complicated.
大丈夫だ
I don't mind.
実は
The truth is,
すごくお腹が
I was really hungry.
それで
And
それだけ
that's it. What is long about that? Or complicated for that matter.
やっぱりお前が悪い
So
んじゃ
it's
な
all
い
your
か
fault after all.
うぐ
Ugu.
悪人偽善者
You're in the wrong. You're a hypocrite.
ひどい
How
よ
horrible.
そこまで言わ
How
なくて
could you
も
say that? She looks down, sulking.
だって
I didn't have any
な
money.
かったんだもんそれで
And that's why I... Her voice is so quiet I can barely hear it. She appears to be reflecting on her actions.
それに
I'm going to pay him back later.
本当か
Really?
本当だもん
Really?
まあ
Well, if that's the case... Of course it's not good, but if she pays back and apologizes... Maybe he'll forgive her.
そうだ
Oh, right! She opens the paper bag she has been holding so carefully.
やっぱ
Wow,
り
fresh food is the
焼きたてが
best.
一番だよね
She takes out a piece, steam still rising from the inside.
それはちゃんと金を払って
That's something that somebody
セリフだぞ
who properly paid for it would say.
ね君も
Hey, do you want some? She didn't appear to hear me.
やっぱり
Maybe you should explain the situation and return it to them. It's so
美味しい
good.
ね
食うな
Don't eat that!
う
Ugu.
うぐうじゃない
Don't ugu me.
でもたい
But
焼
it
きは
really is the best when it's
う
fresh.
うまくても食う
I
な
don't care. Don't eat it.
ぐ
Ugu.
うぐ
Ugu.
うぐ
Ugu.
真似しないで
Don't imitate me.
いやさっき
You
から
say it so often.
うぐ
Ugu. It's not like that. She looks away as if pouting. The girl really seems to be an open
もう
book.
たい焼きあげない
None for you then.
太るぞ
You'll get fat.
うぐ
Ugu. She comes to a halt with her mouth full.
僕
I don't care if I do.
だったら見てて
In
やる
that
から
case, I'll make sure you
全
eat
部残さず
every
きれい
last
に食べてみ
bite.
ろ
Ugu,
意地
that's
悪
so cruel of you. At any rate, I find pleasure in making fun of her.
うぐ
Ugu.
とにかく
For what
やっ
it's
ぱり
worth,
金はちゃんと
you
払った方がいい
should
ぞ
really pay up.
お金持ってると
I'll definitely pay them back when I have the money.
まあそれ
Well,
は
in that case,
約束だ
it's a
よ
promise. Her sullen expression from earlier has completely changed, and she now has a big smile on her face. Her expressions change dramatically at times, and it's really interesting to watch.
だからはい
So yeah, this is your share of the spoils. Do I take it or do I refrain? What say you, girls, as you duke it out for my affection? Sleepy Nayuki has conquered Ayu, and so I will refrain from sharing.
俺はいらない
I don't need any.
すっごく美味しいの
But it's really tasty. She puts it back in the bag dejectedly.
お前は食わないのか
You're not gonna eat it? No, I don't really need
僕
any.
もいらない
She casts her gaze downward.
僕はあゆだよ。
My name is Ayu. She suddenly looks up.
月宮あゆ。
Ayu Tsukimiya.
俺は雄一だ。
I'm Yuichi
相沢
Aizawa.
雄一。
ゆういち。
You're Yuichi?
どうした？
What of it?
ううん。
No,
な
it's
んでも
nothing.
ないよ。
She has a complicated facial expression that resembles both crying and laughing. However, she soon returns to her usual cheerful smile.
じゃあ。
Well, I'll be seeing you then.
そうだな。
Sure thing.
また会えるといいね。
I hope we meet again.
いいか。
Yeah?
うぐ
Good.
いいんだよ。
Yeah.
そうだな。
Right. I hope we meet again. Yeah. She smiles and nods before waving cheerfully and running off. In the fading daylight, the setting sun dyed her wings red.
なんか大変
That
だね。
was a rough experience. I trudge along an unfamiliar road, relying only on vague memories from earlier. Exhausted and spent, I finally make it back to the entrance of the shopping district. There are far fewer people around than before.
嘘つき。
Liar. Nayuki is sulking at the entrance. By the time we get home, the sun has already set.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome home. Akiko appears from the kitchen to greet us.
随分とじっくり。
You really took your time out there, huh? Silence.
何かあったの？
Did something happen?
ちょっと
Well,
ダメよ。喧嘩じゃ。
you shouldn't fight, you know. She warns us sternly. But something about her expression makes her look happy.
悪い。ナイキ。
I'm sorry, Nayuki. Well, it really wasn't my fault at all. I apologize anyway.
いいよ。
It's okay.
私も
I was late yesterday, too.
だからおあいこだよ。
We're even.
そうだな。
I suppose we are.
うん。
Yep. She nods with her usual
それじゃ
smile.
あすぐに晩ご
I
飯
think it's time for
しますね。
dinner then.
あ、
Oh, I'll help you out with it,
私
Mom.
も晩ご飯の準備手伝うよ。
She follows Akiko back into the kitchen.
皿でも並べるか。
Should I arrange the plates? I follow after them. Dinner is soon ready, and we have another late meal. After finishing dinner and relaxing in the living room, Nayuki sleepily returns to her room. It's only a little past 9 o'clock, but I don't have anything special to do, so I head back to my room. The new room looks pretty bare, partly because I don't have any of my luggage in it.
今日のうちに荷物を。
Maybe it was a mistake not to unpack today. The various holidays are at an end, and the semester is set to begin. I might have to wait until Sunday to unpack.
せめて学校で必要な。
I should have at least dealt with the things I need for school. But I don't know what is in each box.
ああ、いいか。
Well, whatever. I could just borrow from Nayuki for now.
まだ早いけど。
It's early, but maybe I should sleep. And then I suddenly realize that I have no alarm clock. While I am a morning person, the thought of not having one makes me anxious.
ナイキにでも借りるか。
Maybe I can borrow one from Nayuki. I check the time on my watch. It's just past 10 o'clock.
さすがにこの時
She's
間は
probably still up at this hour. A cool breeze is flowing through the already dark hallway. The only room where light is visible is my own. Nayuki's room is already quiet.
もしかして。
Or maybe she is sleeping? As I am contemplating whether or not I should knock, the door to Nayuki's room suddenly opens. Nayuki comes out, rubbing her eyes and shaking unsteadily as if she is still in a dream.
ナイキ。
Nayuki! Just the person I wanted to see.
おはよ
Good morning.
まだ夜だって。
It's still evening.
う。うる。
She walks unsteadily down the hall while giving only an unintelligible reply. And then she just leans against the wall. She's still asleep.
起きろ。
Wake up!
うん。
Good morning.
ございます。
寝ぼけてる
You're definitely still asleep. Ugh, another yawn. Hmm? What? Yuichi?
ゆういち
やっと目が覚めたか
Are you finally awake? I was sleeping. I know that already.
どうでもいいが
It's none of my business, but you shouldn't sleepwalk. The stairs are dangerous.
うん
It's fine. I'm used to it.
慣れてるから
I didn't expect that to be the reason for it to be fine.
ナイキ
Nayuki, I'm sorry, but if you have an extra alarm clock, could you lend it to me?
うん
Yeah, that's fine.
いっ
I
ぱい
have a
あ
lot
る
of
から
them. Why does she have a lot of
何個
them?
あったらいいか
How
な
many do you need?
1個でいい
One will do.
うん
Okay, hold on a second. Rattle.
お待たせ
Thank you for waiting. When the door opens again, Nayuki is standing there holding a large number of alarm clocks in her arms.
どれでも好きなの
I'll
貸し
lend
て
you
あげる
whichever
ね
you like.
やけにたくさんあ
There's
る
so many of them. Are they all alarm
目覚ま
clocks?
しなのか
本当は
The
もっと
truth
たく
is,
さん
there
あ
are
るよ
many more where these came from.
趣味で集めて
Do you
る
collect them or something?
うん
No, it's
そん
nothing
なこ
like
とない
that.
よ
まあ
Well,
別にいいけど
forget I asked. She can't possibly be using all of these, can she?
ゆういち
Which do you want, Yuichi?
どれって言われ
Which
て
do
も
I want, you ask? There are many colorful alarm clocks in various shapes. There are also some things among them that don't look like alarm clocks at all.
とりあえず
Anyways, as long as it makes me wake up on time, I'm fine with whatever you think.
私が選んでいい
Should I choose?
そうだな
Yeah, you can choose, Nayuki.
だったら
Then I'll give you this one.
これって
Which one is this one?
一番上の
The white one
白
on
い
the
目
top.
覚まし時計だよ
I grab one of the alarm clocks in Nayuki's line of sight.
しばらく借りてていい
Can I borrow it for a while? Sure, that's not a problem at all. She nods while still holding the rest of the clocks.
私
It's about time I get to bed.
あ
Yeah, sorry to keep you up.
うんうん
It's okay. Don't worry about it. She smiles sleepily. Well then. I go and open my door.
ゆういち
Yuichi. Nayuki stops me before I can return to my room.
どうした
What is it?
夜は
At night, you
お
say,
やす
good
みなさい
night.
だよ
She bows her head politely.
は
Yeah,
おやすみ
good night. I set the alarm and place it next to my bed. Now that I think about it, I don't even know what time to set. Well, I suppose 7 o'clock will give me plenty of time.
それにしても
It gets especially cold at night. The night air is unforgiving even inside the house.
寝るか
Should I sleep? I crawl into the cold bed and close my eyes. A new town, a new life. A winter day that slowly fades away. Goddamn right click.
やっぱりさ
It's so cold. It slowly grows dark. Just before my consciousness melts into sleep, the image of a girl flashes through my mind. I fall asleep without realizing who it is. And with that, we have finished the first day, January 7th. I cannot wait to see how well the girls fight for my affection and where that path leads. But I am afraid that is going to have to wait until the next one.